Hey everyone, it's Jeannie. Thanks for joining me today for this video featuring Tree Stamps Thankful for You stamp set. This is a 3x4 stamp set that features 2 gnomes and 3 pumpkins, and I'll be using alongside the Slimline Stitched Stripes die. So I'm stamping the image on a piece of white cardstock. I will be fussy cutting this out because I do not have the coordinating die. It has a little bit of thin lines, so I decide that I'm going to be cutting it out with white outline because I'm not dealing with the little lines on top of the gnome hats and the pumpkin stems. And this is when I do wish I had the coordinating dies. I normally don't get them because I don't mind the fussy cutting, but there are some images that kind of just require it because lines just, you can't fussy cut them. It's just too hard. So I decided to color them up using orange, yellows, and greens. I kind of tried to have a bit of variety within the colors, but I kept with the theme, especially colors that would go well with the craft cardstock that I wanted to use for the sentiment. I just really wanted autumny colors and a fall vibe to this card. It's a perfect stamp set for the holidays, Thanksgiving and fall in general. I think that this also would work really well in a planner too. I am a planner on the side and I do like stamping on my planner. It just takes a little bit more time and I'm not as detailed with my coloring when I do color in my planners, but I think that this image is just so adorable and I really love it. This year, our Thanksgiving is going to be a little bit different because I'm just not going to be doing the large gathering. Normally, I go up to Sacramento to visit my grandparents. We spend time with my mom's side of the family, and we have this Thanksgiving lunch. And yes, lunch, because my family and I participate in Black Friday shopping. Like, it's just one of the things that we love to do, and we like going out for the sales and just being out and about. And this year, I'm definitely not going to be doing that. Most of my shopping will be online. So if I have any crafty sales or anything like that, I will be sharing them on my Instagram and on my blog. All that information is listed down in the description box. So for the Slimline Stitched Stripes die, I decided to keep them together and not cut them apart. Anytime I will be cutting them, I'll just save those stripes and I can use them for a later card. I will be masking the bottom portion of this card because I wanted to add a bit of color to the panel. So I'm using the same colors that I used to color the gnome. I believe I'm using Mowed Lawn, Mustard Seed, and Spice Marmalade. And I thought that these colors would be really pretty and I wanted a soft background for the gnomes to sit up against. So I do go in with green and then yellow and then orange because I just didn't want to mix green and orange because that would make it kind of brownish. So I had to be careful there. But I think that this blend of colors worked really well. And it's not normally a color combination I would choose, and the only reason I chose these 3 colors was because that's how I colored up those gnomes. So it's always interesting how your coloring changes depending on what you're coloring or what mood you're in or what colors you just decide to use. So I go in with my blending buddies and I add more and more color because I just wanted a little bit more vibrancy, but I didn't want it super bright either to like kind of mix in and clash with the gnomes. So I wanted to keep it soft, but just enough where it really pops as well. So once I'm happy with where I am with the background, I will remove that masking paper and I will be pulling out 2 stripes that I had cut out from the die. And I chose the size of the stripes to fit the sentiment that is in this stamp set. So it comes with a larger thankful word, and then it comes with for you as well, and that's a little bit smaller. So I chose sizes that the sentiment would fit on and I can stamp directly on them. I am also putting them in my Misti just so I can line up the stripes so it's straight on the card panel, and using the Misti in this way is super helpful. And I'm also using an additional stripe that I had cut out as kind of like a template so I can line up my stripes straight. So that really helps as well. And I've used it for multiple cards when I've used these stripes. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to be stamping the sentiment directly onto the craft cardstock, and it fits perfectly. So I was really pleasantly surprised that it just worked out well. Once I do that, I will be adding the gnome image on it, and I think it is so adorable. It is a very simple card, and it's a great card to send out to any family members or friends that you aren't able to see right now, and just let them know that you are thankful for them. And I think that around the holidays is a really good time to send out cards. People don't really expect them anymore, but it's nice to send out and receive. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.